The cross member I was fabricating or one of the things I'm going to do, right, there's a big reason why I put that piece there. There's a big reason why I got these transition pieces there that are bolted to the factory cross member. And it has to do with that, right, the drive shaft angle. That's how close that got to it. And looking at the piece I have, right, is obviously going to be a problem. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut that off, right? We're going to trim it maybe about there, right? Put like a bevel, box it. But that's the idea. You'll have a single brace on the one side and the addition, right, of that transition. And I'm going to end up boxing this as well, right? It's going to be boxed and probably come down a little bit more and put like a tab on that. So it really just boxes and stiffens that point right up. But that's the idea. Right, you see why we're running a Torque Trends torque box on it with a Nissan Leaf drive unit. Again, you see my mounts that are in the front, right, with the isolators that are on there. I've actually already got the battery box framework done as well. Because this, again, it's going to be boxed. It's going to have some dust that's sort of built up onto that ear tab. Same on the other. I'm going to chop that. And if all goes according to plan, that shouldn't budge at all. Right? It shouldn't do a thing. The reason why I disassembled the slip yoke on the original drive shaft is because we're using that Torque Trends transmission, which takes a whole different layer. Part of this drive shaft. So obviously we want to get this cut. Right, so I'm going to press the drive shaft and cut the yoke on it so I can use this slip yoke that goes in the train and walking around, right? We're still actually in the process of kind of getting out of that. So I have a few cars in here that were using the same transmission cord. So I actually already got a slip yoke in place, right? You see it. There's some videos before, right? We got all our drive shafts today. Like I want to really make sure that all the angles stay correct, nothing sticks out of nowhere, that I have clearance issues. We're actually going to use this cavity here as well to house more components. We're pretty much maxed out on other areas. So I just wanted to make sure, right, there wasn't anything that came out of that real quick. So with that said, I'm going to install the drive shaft, right, this one here, without the slip yoke. And when I was looking at, I'm almost, like the sizing is almost what it needs to be. So I'll put it together, I'll take my measurements, and I'll go to the drive shaft shop. Tell the guy what I'm working with, have him do his magic and take care of the rest. Alright, so I got the drive shaft installed. I'll show you guys what this is looking like. What's really cool is, let's see if it focuses. Maybe I'll get the light out of the way. There you go. Right, you see the slip yoke that's on the Torque Trends, and then you see how I lined up the original drive shaft. It actually ended up being almost like dead on, right? I only put the two bolts and I'm falling on the head. But I am going to end up moving it, right, so I can deliver it. But it works out really well. Now, it does have a flange type on this back end, right, and slip yoke in the front. Now, this drive line that it has, it doesn't really articulate, right? It doesn't go up and down, right? It's going to a transfer case, which transfer case doesn't move up and down. The Torque Trends does not move up and down. It's strictly rotating. So that means we don't have any drive shaft travel, I guess you would say. The ones here, right? Like this one, where you see the axle swings, right? Which is why we have that section there, right? To take up the, as it travels upward, it moves in, as it travels downward, it slides out. So it goes through that splined area. And the same thing with the rear, right? You see how it has that segment to it on there. So these are two-piece drive shafts. I only need a single drive shaft, which is great. And more than likely, I'll talk it over with the guy. But I do need to have this protruding, sliding a little bit outward, just to give me enough room to be able to slide it forward, have the slip yoke have enough slack to slide forward, to be able to unbolt this and slide it front as well. But what it looks like, I might need just maybe ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch at most, which actually looks like that drive shaft, it's almost the same size, right? We're really good with the whole thing. So I'll just take a quick measurement and just take this over, take it all apart.